Alabama State.
Alabama State, scheduling them. Like, do you schedule? This is going to sound funny after what I just said about Michael Parrish. Do you schedule a game like this intentionally before you play the crosstown shootout?
To be honest with you, I wish I could take credit for it because coming back from 3 days in the Caymans, playing three in a row is a lot mentally and physically on your team. And then obviously traveling back from the Caribbean. But I'm not really not. I think what we do is, the truth of the matter is, you get these tournaments are scheduled years in advance to get into it. Then your high level opponents in the non-league. In our situation, we're just trying to get them. Right. So you got TV dictates all that. So with the upcoming Xavier and Florida and all that stuff, that's all done. Then the rest of the games, you just got to fit them in. So it wasn't like it was a master plan.
This is just the time you can get them.
Yeah. So you got to fit them in because you got with finals, you can't play between Xavier and Florida because of finals. So you're just trying to fit them in. It's really, now this one fell. Theoretically, like if you come back from the islands or you come back from Maui, you want to give yourself a home game if you can. But I really don't think it. We didn't really know because until you know when the Xavier game is, then and then you're trying to fill in, get games like Florida and all the rest of them. So it just worked out this way.
You had
Go ahead.
two walk-ons score their first points in that second game, which is kind of cool. How do you decide?
In the history of UC basketball,
Yeah,
can you tell me the top?
How do you decide? Maybe this is a silly question. How do you decide when to put those guys in the game?
Sometimes I'm so caught up in the game that Larry has to remind me. Because, I look at those games. I coach the game. Once if you get in a situation, it's pretty evident you're going to win. Mm-hmm. With our situation, with the freshmen especially, and we only have two seniors, it's just every game's an opportunity. It's like practice for me. So people see me up and they say, man, he's up. Why is he upset? I go into a mode of like I'm coaching at practice and trying to get certain guys minutes and get them experience out there. And then I may even be more intense when we're up 20 or 30 because I'm trying to make sure they stay focused. And we talk about that a lot. So, when it comes to, subbing in Bart and Sam and John or whatever, sometimes I got to be reminded, to be honest with you. But, again, we're trying to get guys minutes up until maybe 2 minutes, 1 minute left in the game. It's a chance to get guys, you got four freshmen to try to get them some minutes. And I keep telling you, Kane and Justin didn't play a lot. Kane didn't play last year, and he's never played high major basketball. And Justin's hasn't gotten a lot of minutes at the high major level. So, the way I look at it, I'm trying to get six guys as many minutes as I can before the real running starts.
When you have at this point you're kind of essentially 10 deep right now. I mean, that's who you're playing because of.
Yeah.
But
I think Ellie could play more.
Yeah. Do you shorten your bench is it before the conference?
Well, I hope not. I think if we have to, I think it'll be if we shorten the bench shorter than 10, it'll be not because I want to. It'll be because I have to. I think if we have to do that, it will not be good for us. I think for us to be who we want to be, and who I think we need to be, to get where we'd like to go at the end of the year, we need to be able to play 10 guys. And I'm pretty confident in point guard and all the big guys. It's a shame Mamadou could have got some good minutes in the Caribbean. But Keith and Trevor are the guys, because Jaron and Jacob, in our style of trying to get up and down, can't play. You have to rest. I mean, can't play 35 plus minutes. You cannot do it. So for me, I've really been trying to coach Keith and Trevor hard and get them minutes because I think they're going to be the key. Because Trey and Nas played last year, and they're going to be all right. I think Ellie does what he does. The three freshmen, and I says he doesn't do things he can't do, so he doesn't play like a freshman for the most part. The three freshmen, Keith, Trevor, and Mamadou, very talented guys, but they're freshmen. And all you got to do is watch Kentucky play and realize at times I couldn't imagine coaching all freshmen. Couldn't imagine because they do. It takes a year or two to get a guy sound fundamentally at our level. Just like in the pros, it takes guys 3 or 4 years. So, but I do think we're going to, Keith and Trevor in particular, because having subs on the wing are going to be important for us to be able to maintain our style and our depth.
What is Mamadou's status?
Mamadou's fine. Just to not bore you with it, because I don't really even understand it all. It was stuff stemmed from his previous stop here in school, where somebody messed some stuff up.
He'll be able to play Monday?
Oh, yeah. No, he's eligible to play. Just we were concerned, and he's legally in our country. It's just getting his paperwork righted 100% before he was to leave the country. He didn't want to take the chance either with it. I mean, he understands. So it's, the guy, I know people from here don't really understand. People that are not from here are keenly aware because I guess they have relatives and friends that get stuck out and can't get back in, things of that nature. David Narsick went through it when he was here. When his father passed away, he had a lot of, he didn't go home for the funeral. Our office here is at the University International office is on top of it.
How'd you come out physically from the tournament? Anybody?
I got some rest yesterday.
I knew that was coming.
As soon as you said it, didn't you?
How about your player? Anybody?
I hope that we're in pretty good shape. We didn't have to. I don't think anybody played too much, so that's a good thing. I keep referencing that because there's going to be games where like the Buffalo game, where you got to ride Gary Clark 35 minutes or whatever. So, fortunately, right now, looks like we're in decent shape physically.
Gary's okay after the falls. I mean, obviously he came in and played well.
A guy like Gary, Gary's a soldier. He knows it's his last year. So he's, Gary's a guy. He's icing in bed. He's going to bed early. He's on a mission this year. So even if Gary's sore, he might tell you he's sore, but they have to chain him to the training table probably this year to keep him off the floor.
You've talked about Justin Jennifer a lot already, but I have to write a program story for him, so I'm going to ask you.
Can I say I told you so yet? Okay, told you so.
When he first signed, I remember going online and watching him, highlights of him. I was real impressed by that. Did you have to tone that down when he came in?
Yeah, no question. I thought Justin. I said it early on. In high school, he was so much the best player that he basically just did whatever he wanted, and he had to learn a couple things, major things on offense. Because he's a tough kid, and most of the kids from Baltimore got a toughness to him. So defense wasn't a problem for him. He ain't afraid to dig in. I think he's probably our best box out guy. But he had to learn two things. One, turnovers count, and risk reward with passing and taking care of the ball. And then two, you can't go to the rim and finish over bigger people every play. And you've got to work hard on your jump shot, and you've got to stay on the ground and pick your spots as far as using your speed to get to the rim. So using his, taking care of the ball was one, and then two, like how to use his speed and becoming a better shooter. You know, it's just an adjustment for all these guys. Like for Justin, it's just different at this level because the defense is different. That's all. And you can't be effective. Some of the ways you were effective in high school don't work at this level. And I think he saw that a little bit in the AAU. His last year, he didn't have a great summer because of some of that stuff. You know, where your last year in the circuit that he played on, you just can't go at there's 6'10" guys standing. It's just like our level, 6'10" guys everywhere. So. It's just taking him a little bit of time, but no different than a lot of players.
When you recruit guys, some guys, when you recruit them, do you say he's not going to be able to help us maybe until he's a junior?
Oh yeah,
So
no, I didn't know.
you
You never know.
Guys?
No, I think usually if you recruit a guy and you think, boy, it's going to take him a few years, it's a big guy because you're going to need strength, and he's going to need weight and strength. And so look, until Octavius is 220 pounds, he's going to be a project. Because he's 6'9", 190. Until he's 6'9", 220, he's not going to be able to play, be effective. So that would be more, guards, you never know, some of them. Like you look back, you think over time here, I mean, most guys are way better their junior year than they were their freshman year. But you just you never know. I think a lot of it is the fundamentals. And so some guys pick up on things a lot faster than other guys.
Just one more thing on the walk-ons. How important is it to you that they do get to play?
Oh, it's great that they get to play. I wish I could put the managers in, to be honest with you. Because they do more work than the walk-ons. And I don't even like calling them walk-ons or non-scholarship guys. Although Sam's on scholarship because he's a genius. Sam Martin. Look, we'll all be working for him someday.
An academic scholarship?
Yeah, Sam's in an Honors Plus program at our business school. He turned down Ivy League schools. He's a big-time student. So
is that why he's a quote-unquote preferred walk-on?
Because he was District Player of the Year last year at Summit Division. What division? I think they're Division 3 or 4.
3.
But he was District Player of the Year. He's a good player. Yeah, Sam could play. He could. I know he'd be playing Division 3 in an academic school. He'd be starting point guard as a freshman somewhere. You see when he gets in the game, he's got real speed. I would think he was Soccer Player of the Year too.
He was.
Yeah, he's good. He's a good player. But the managers, our managers, do more work than anybody. So it'd be great if there was a game where you could suit up the managers and sneak them in there.
Don't they play the Xavier managers every year?
I believe they do. I'm a little busy during that time.
You don't go watch that?
Yeah, I missed that one. I hear the stories about it. Some of our managers get pretty into it, I guess. But it's great those guys get to get in the game. They deserve a chance to get in there. I know our players love it.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.